If you're moving to the Dallas area and looking for a luxury home, we are out and about today and going to show you the best suburb cities, the best neighborhoods of all of Dallas for you to live. But you're not going to want to miss this, because the last thing you want is to end up in a neighborhood that you regret. So we're going to share the pros and the cons of the best 7 places to live in Dallas, Texas. One of the great things about Westlake, Texas, is that there are 0 apartments here. So there are condos that you can get in starting at about 1.2 million, and there are townhomes here and then single family homes. And so it makes a really good investment, especially since Westlake is just now booming. And if you're patient enough with Entrada for them to finish the development, I really believe once Entrada is finished, the prices are just going to skyrocket, especially down in this neighborhood. But I think that Westlake is one of the secret places that a lot of people just don't know about, but it's definitely exclusive and high-end. Now, the vibe and lifestyle of Westlake is it's ultra luxury, it's very exclusive, private, relaxed. You can get luxury townhomes to large treed scenic lots. So Westlake has ultra private gated communities. So if you're looking for gated and guarded, this would be a city with several options for you. The location is amazing. We're just 17 minutes from the airport and 30 minutes to both downtown Dallas and Fort Worth. You're surrounded by really good, clean cities with low crime rates. You're away from the urban living. Another great thing about Westlake is the school options. So you not only have Carroll ISD as a public school that you can enroll your kids in, but you also have Westlake Academy, which is a charter school. It's publicly funded, so it's free, but it functions much like a small private school. And so many families enroll their kids in the Westlake Academy. Then you also have families that are going to send them to private schools. Close by is Liberty Christian, but the opportunity of school choice for your kids in Westlake is great. And on occasion, we'll see families that they'll send one to Carroll ISD, one to Westlake Academy, or maybe a combo of there. They don't typically do that plus a private school, but it's not uncommon for families to send their kids according to the child's needs to the school of choice. The price range for Westlake, Texas is 1.2 to 11 million. That's on the market right now. But we know that homes sell for up to 26 million in Westlake. Now the median home price is 3.7 million, and the population is very small right now. It's just slightly over 2,000 people here in Westlake, Texas. If you're looking for a family-oriented urban lifestyle, Park Cities is it. Park Cities is Highland Park and University, kind of wrapped up in one. They're 2 cities, but they are north of Dallas, but very close to Dallas. So your urban, fast-paced lifestyle.
What we love is that it's close to the airport, love field, no pun intended. But there is a con of hearing the planes. If you're outdoors like us, it's very fun to be out here and energetic, but there are some noise levels that are a little louder than other areas of town.
Yes, obviously with the urban lifestyle. Now, I would say I love all of the parks in the area. You're gonna find people walking, enjoying the trails. We're also not far from Katy Trail, which is in North Dallas. Great, great area. So the population of Park Cities is right at 35,000, which is comparable to Southlake. I like to compare those 2 cities quite often. And the median home price is 3.1 million, with the price range starting at $500,000 for a condo. Single family starts at about 1.1 million, and they sell up to 35 million. The median age of a home is 1993, so you can find homes all different types of architecture. You're going to find some that need updating, some that maybe you want to preserve the original quality of the home, and then other homes that are new construction here in Highland Park and University Park. Besides great private schools in the area, Highland Park and University Park do zone to Highland Park ISD. Now, Highland Park is among the top, if not the top, school district in the entire state of Texas, and they're always always competing for that #1 spot with Southlake Carroll. So great schools, great family environment. The college SMU is nearby as well. Park Cities is the exclusive area with the old money sophistication. There's tree-lined streets. Again, top-rated schools and well-kept parks. It really does create a sense of comfort and exclusivity. There are lovely boutiques and cafes and restaurants here. Then you have your social life, which revolves around the country club, Highland Park Village, shopping, and community events. Overall, Park City, it feels safe, it's polished, and it's very well insulated to the surrounding Dallas area. All right, if you have ever had that dream of living out in the country on 2 to 5 acres, you have the barn, you have the guest house, you have the pool, and all the space, maybe you have equine, I don't know. This is the luxury city in Dallas-Fort Worth. This is called Bartonville.
Bartonville is my favorite. My father was a cattleman. My grandfather was a cattleman. So I'm used to big ranch areas, and this city has it all. It has everything that you need, and you're still 20 to 25 minutes from the airport. We love it out here. This is where we go dancing. So country dancing with your wife, your kids are welcome here. There's lots to do in this little area.
Yeah, so we are in front of Marty B's, which is a Texan barbecue, high-end, and it doesn't look high-end because we're on like gravel, but I promise it's like a high-end barbecue place.
One of the things we love about here is there's plenty of land to own your own horses, to have your cattle that you want. And so then once you're done on a hard day's work on your land, come out here, grab some barbecue, take your wife dancing, bring the kids. There's a little fire pit. They can roast marshmallows. Yeah. We have a lot of fun out here.
Now, Marty B's kind of has monopoly here because they also have Marty B's ice cream, Marty B's coffee shop to go. They probably have developed this whole area, but it's really nice. It's very family friendly. Another thing I love about Bartonville is it's secluded. Like, it really is a luxury country town, and it's surrounded by other nice cities. The schools are great. They run into Argyle ISD, which is in the top 5% of public schools.
And if you like private school, my private school that I went to as a kid is Liberty Christian, and it's right down the street from here. Very, very highly rated.
Yeah, many families send their kids to Liberty Christian here. And so it's just a really good town. It is a little bit further out of the way, but again, that's what you're looking for in a country, in a ranch, right?
This is the Texan dream. Buy that ranch that you've always dreamed of. Make sure you bring your hat and your boots with you. We love it here in Bartonville.
In Bartonville, the median lot size is 2 acres, and you can buy a new construction custom-built home like this neighborhood here, and these are 2-acre lots, but you can also get some amazing custom builds on 5-acre lots as well to do whatever you can dream. The price range in Bartonville is $600,000 to $12 million, and the median home price is $1.8. Now, the median age is 2003, but again, there's plenty of land that's being developed, and so you can get new construction here. The population is just under 2,000, and it's growing. I wouldn't say rapidly, but it is growing here in Bartonville. But it is a small town, but again, luxury, pristine, exclusive country living. Next up is Colleyville, Texas. This is a quiet luxury city, not too far from Fort Worth or Dallas again, or the airport again. All those conveniences are really good. It's not too far also from Southlake, which is really the main hub of where many people go shopping and dining is to Southlake. But there are some great dining areas. There's a Whole Foods here in Colleyville. What do you think about Colleyville?
If you love, like our family, we love to be outdoors. There's mature trees, there's great parks, lots of activity outdoors. So we love it. We love it here in Colleyville.
The schools are good schools in Colleyville, Texas. Many people come here for the schools. They are not going to be as competitive as Southlake when it comes to sports. But don't get me wrong, sports are a pretty big to-do anyway in any of these school districts here in Texas and even in Colleyville as well. It's just not to that same level of Southlake. The price point of Colleyville, Texas ranges from $400,000. Now, these are mostly homes that you're really just going to knock them down and build a new construction home on anywhere like half-acre lots is very standard for Colleyville, but they're surrounded by beautiful mature trees. But they sell on up to $8 million in Colleyville. Now, the median age is 1997. It was being developed about the same time as Southlake, and so many of these homes you'd have to renovate as well. And then the population's a little bit smaller at 26,000 people. If you love luxury lake living, we have got the city in the perfect spot for you. Now listen, this whole city is not a luxury city, but there is a certain section that is. And this is one of my favorite cities in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and it's called Flower Mound. Again, location's big deal. We're just 10-15 minutes from the DFW International Airport.
If you're like us and you like to be outdoors and you have a family, there's plenty of things to do here at Lake Grapevine. There's kayaking, paddleboarding. We saw some people doing sailboats, small sailboats, and I just think it's a great place to be close to the airport and yet still do outdoor life.
All right, so the section of Flower Mound that is great is the southern section of Flower Mound. It borders Lake Grapevine, and there are 4 gated and guarded communities, and the prices range from 1.5 to 9 million. These are lovely, community-rich neighborhoods. And so when I say community-rich, I have some friends that live in these communities, and they actually have neighborhood functions. Very, very fun.
So being here in Flower Mound, we're just minutes from Tour 18, which is a great golf course. I've played it a couple times, and I think that, all the community that's there, you got Christmas community for kids to come and do the things, people are on their golf carts and just kind of doing neighborhood life together. Yeah,
so they get together once a month at each other's house. Great community events. Anyway, Tour 18 is a great community. I'm not really going into communities. If you want more details on specific communities, reach out, fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below. I'd be so happy to help. By the way, my name is Dana Pollard, a real estate broker here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplexes. This is Brandon Pollard, my husband. We sell real estate together. And if you are looking at moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, we'd be so happy to help you narrow down where to live. Because the last thing you want is to get stuck in a neighborhood that you hate. So we've been all over Dallas-Fort Worth looking for the best places to live. Fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below to get started. We'll schedule a one-on-one Zoom consultation and go from there.
We're here to serve and help.
Pros and cons about Flower Mound, Texas. Some pros is, again, the location, close to the airport, 30 minutes from downtown Dallas and Fort Worth. So it's a really good location, unless you're trying to get on the other side of the lake. Also, the schools, they are good schools and they are known to be good, especially on the south side of Flower Mound, but just look at the schools and what they're rated for. Some can be 7s or versus like 9s and 10s of some of the other cities.
Some of the cons too would be that you're close to the airport. So just standing out here doing this video, we've heard some airplanes pass us. It's not too terribly noisy, but some would call that a con. As you're outdoors, you may not want to hear the airport. Another thing con might be is, like she was talking about, is that getting around to some of the restaurants, some of the places you want to be, you might have to go around the lake just a little bit. And traffic can be, during traffic times, can be a little difficult.
Yeah. But again, if you want the lake life in this section, it's worth it for the lake.
I feel like it's a little more secluded. I feel like the homes are a little bit away from one another, not on top of each other.
Yeah.
And again, in this type of luxury next to a lake, you feel like you have your own private lake, even though it is a public lake.
Yeah. And I would say that there's more topography in Flower Mound than many areas in Dallas-Fort Worth, at least the ones that we've mentioned in this video, which I wouldn't say that there are these. It's not like we're in the hill country. We don't have great big hills, but it's a little more hilly.
Texas is like cliffs, right?
This is as big as the cliff gets behind us. But there's some lovely trees up here in Flower Mound, one of the prettiest sections of Dallas-Fort Worth. So the median home price in Flower Mound is $630,000. However, there are neighborhoods like this that are sprinkled in for new construction. This is a Toll Brothers neighborhood, and it starts at about 1.5, goes up to 3.5 million. But again, if you're looking at just the south section of Flower Mound with just the gated and guarded communities, the median home price for those homes are 2.3. Okay, so this is one of my favorite luxury. It's not really a city. Like, I know this is a city video, but this used to be a city, and we are in Preston Hollow. We are in North Dallas. So you're gonna have Dallas, then Highland Park University Park, and then Preston Hollow. Preston Hollow is one of the most prestigious cities or areas, it's not a city, in Dallas. So Preston Hollow used to be a town, and then they were annexed by Dallas. So Preston Hollow is a section on the map that is well known for its prestige. So in Preston Hollow, you're going to find homes that are similar, like behind us, but you're also going to find those estates that are on 1 acre, 2 acre, 5 acre lots. It's like, I like it because it feels almost like a suburb in the middle of the urban atmosphere.
Many of our clients love the great private schools that are nearby, and also we have SMU. So anything that you're looking for your kids, any age, it's available here.
So the price range of Preston Hollow starts at $500,000 for a teardown for a small lot, and they sell all the way up to $64 million with the home that's on the market right now. And the median home price is just shy of $4 million at 3.999-ish. And then the median age of a home is 2003, so it's a little bit newer. You can find many new construction homes here, especially with the teardown lots. Now, the population of Preston Hollow is about 14,000, and that's just an estimate according to niche.com. There's conflicting information because it's not an actual city with actual boundaries, but it's the boundaries that locals use for Preston Hollow. Preston Hollow is very serene. It really offers a blend of privacy and luxury with tree-lined streets, winding creeks, and spacious estates. Residents enjoy fine dining at neighborhood services and Royal China, plus easy access to upscale shopping and cultural attractions as well. So the cons for Preston Hollow, to me, just the number one con is the public schools. And so most families, if you have young kids, they enroll them into the private schools, which may not be a con, may be a benefit for you. And then I'd say the limited inventory for the luxury buyers. There's not as much turnaround in Preston Hollow, and so the inventory is a little limited. This next city up on the list is one of my favorites, and we are in the town square of Southlake, Texas.
I love Southlake because in the town square you have generations, and what I mean by that is you've got kids and grandkids, and it's Christmas tree behind me and Santa Claus in front of me, and you won't just hear Happy Holidays, you will actually hear Merry Christmas. We love that.
What I love most about Southlake, Texas, it has one of those smaller hometown vibes, but it's really in a classy way. So the population is 32,000, which it's larger than a small town, but it's definitely a smaller suburb than, say, Frisco or Plano cities with over 200,000 of population there. So Southlake, like Brandon said, it's very family-centric. There are no apartments. Rentals are rare. You can get rentals in a home, but it's a very clean, low crime city. And again, just like Westlake, Southlake is surrounded by other nice, clean cities.
Another thing we love about Southlake is how easy it is to international travel. So we are 10 minutes from the airport, sometimes 15 with traffic, and we love getting off the plane after a long flight and getting home.
Yeah, we're also just 30 minutes from downtown Dallas, 30 minutes from downtown Fort Worth. So Southlake is really convenient to whether it's the arts or maybe you're going to a concert or a game.
Plenty of entertainment for anyone that's doing family together.
Now there are some cons in Southlake, Texas. One of them being that you can get some air traffic ahead because we are close to the airport. So sometimes you can hear some jets. I don't think they're too bad, but maybe...
I like to do a lot of sports outdoors, and I can hear the jet flying over me. It's not too big of a distraction.
Well, we've also, the majority of our life, lived close to the airport. So for us, it's not a big deal, but I know some people it is a big deal. Though if you're closer, like Grapevine or Coppell, they are lower there, so it's not as bad here in Southlake.
I think competitive wise for the schools, I think oftentimes even academics and sports, especially sports, if you're trying to get in to a football program and you don't know the coaches, it might be difficult. You have to be a star.
Yeah, I would say that's probably one of the biggest complaints about families who have moved here to Southlake, that if you didn't raise your kids in that sport to perform at a very elite level, it's going to be very difficult for them to just come and enjoy playing sports in Southlake, Texas.
Right?
It's nice if you have a young family. We have many young families that move here, and you raise your kids in the school system to, like Brandon said, get to know the coaches as well as
the teachers.
But just in that environment, if you like competitive sports and competitive academics, Southlake is a great choice.
This is the place for you.
If not, then maybe Colleyville might be a better choice, or some of these other luxury cities. So some people complain that the type of home that you can get for your budget is not going to be as great here in Southlake, but I would say that that would be under the $2 million price point. Once you get above 2 or even 3, you can get an amazing quality home. But there are going to be some production homes under the $2 million price point. Homes range from $600,000 to $12 million on the market in Southlake, Texas right now. They can sell for up to $24 million. You can get a new construction home for about 3.5 plus. And the median age, though, is 1998. So many of these homes you may have to update, especially if you're under the $2 million price point. You can find some homes that are updated, but there are many homes that are not in Southlake, Texas. Also, the schools in Southlake, Texas are top-notch in the entire state of Texas. Southlake and Highland Park are the #1 school districts, public school districts in Texas, and so many families are coming in just for that. Don't mind the clothing the back seat. It looks like I live out of my car. Don't mind that. I was gonna drop them off to the donation station and forgot. Again, if you were thinking about buying a home in the suburbs of Dallas-Fort Worth, I would be so happy to help. Just fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below and schedule your one-on-one free consultation so we can help you narrow down the best place, the best neighborhood, and the best home for you to buy in Texas.